Hey there, hi, welcome to the channel. I am Garrett, and in this video, we are talking about high maintenance home trends and ideas that maybe they're worth it for me, maybe they're worth it for you, but they might not be worth it for everyone, and we have got a number of things to get through. So let's get into the video. Now, the first high maintenance home trend or idea is the 100% down sofa. I like the look of these and I think they're beautiful. They look super comfortable, but the idea that I constantly have to fluff the seat and the back of a sofa is a no for me. I don't have the time, I don't have the patience, and I want my home to look beautiful. I do want it to look magazine-esque ready. So fluffing those pillows and cushions every time I sit down or get off of the sofa is not for me. Plus, you know those sneaky little bulldogs are gonna get up there and mess it all up anyway, and it's constantly gonna look a mess. I could never deal with that in my home. I much prefer a down-wrapped foam core or foam cushions on a sofa. I think that is a more sustainable alternative because I've already got enough cleaning and maintenance in my home. I don't need to be looking after and fluffing a sofa constantly. I don't know about you, it's too high maintenance and just not practical for me. Now, the next high maintenance home trend we have to talk about, we have to address because it's something I love, but it's not for everyone, is marble. I've had marble in the past, I plan on having it in the future. I have a marble table sitting right in front of me. I love it, but it is a higher maintenance stone, item, element to bring into your home. Marble is known for being a soft material. However, the softness that it is known for being a bad thing is also one of the best parts of it because it's easily restored and repaired if you have a professional, if you know someone that knows what they're doing. I love marble and I love the look of it. I think it's light and bright. I think you can get marble that's very subtle and subdued in its veining and it looks timeless, classic, elegant, you name it. But it is expensive, it is high maintenance, and it's not for everyone. You may not be like, Garrett, I'm gonna have it sealed every year and I can look after it and take care of it perfectly. You might be like, you know what, no, we're real, we live in this house. Sometimes it gets a mess and I love that for you. Looking at an alternative is great. I actually did a video all about marble and choosing alternatives that I will link for you in the description box down below. Now, the next high maintenance home trend decorating idea is actually mohair. This is something that was pretty popular in the 1970s, and with that 70s trend coming back, we are seeing this used. I'm also seeing a lot of faux options, which are great, super durable. I'm not concerned about those, but authentic mohair is very expensive. It is a natural fiber, and it's not always the most practical for a well lived in home, let's say that, because it is a natural fiber. It's like wool or cashmere. It actually comes from a goat, so it is almost identical to those. It is a beautiful fabric that has a very interesting texture, and when brand new, it actually has almost an eerie, spiky kind of feeling that a lot of people don't like, and once it's worn in though, it's very comfortable. And if you have animals, they might be attracted to the scent of a natural fiber. If you have kids that have that sticky, kind of messy hand, you might not be interested in the high maintenance of cleaning mohair. I actually was just at an antique store that I really love that had two beautiful Kelly green mohair sofas. They were gorgeous and beautiful, original from the 1970s, and still looked great. So if you look after mohair, it can be wonderful, but it is something you do have to look after. It is something that requires maintenance. So maybe doing something like a cotton velvet would be a better option for you. It has a similar texture and look. It's just a little bit more durable as opposed to mohair, which does need quite a bit of looking after. Now, you all know I love elements and design ideas that are realistic and practical, and I'm always looking for the combination of actually livable and beautiful. So be sure if you haven't already, you hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification to get notified every time I upload. Join our world-class design-loving LeChic family. And after you have done so, please let me know in the comment section so I can personally welcome you to the channel. Now, the next high maintenance home trend or decorating idea is a glass table. I've talked about it before. I do not love a glass table, mostly because I have bulldogs that love to smear their little faces on everything they can, and they are very spiteful towards me if they don't get their way. And I think a glass table is just a little bit too high maintenance for me and my home, my lifestyle. I cannot be bothered with cleaning a table every day, having it look perfect and polished all of the time. While I don't love the high maintenance aspect of a glass table, I do love that they are very open feeling and they have a smaller scale and they don't take up a lot of visual space in your space, and they make it look a little bit bigger, a little more open. So there's that great aspect. If you need that and you are prepared for the maintenance of a glass top table, that's phenomenal. It's great. It's impractical in my home. Hey, I have glass doors and my bulldogs love to smear their little faces all over it, and I love that for me. I can't be bothered though to clean a glass top table when they do it to that. So if you are not in that position and you love a glass top table, I say go for it, but be prepared to clean it down every day, or at least every couple of days, because you will see every bit of dust and everything that shows up on that table. It's not for me, but love it for you. Now, the next high maintenance home trend that is very in right now is the unlacquered brass. I love the look of brass. I think it's gorgeous. I love a gold detail accent in a space, but unlacquered brass patinas. Once again, we've talked about this and I am just not prepared for the polishing, the maintenance that comes alongside it. I would much rather just have a lacquered brass option or something that has a bit of faux aging, because as brass patinas, it can corrode, causing damage to whatever that is. And brass is very expensive, so I'm not looking to have brass that I have to look after all of the time, only for it to go bad as soon as I stop looking after it all the time. Absolutely not. I think it's beautiful, and I know a lot of people are going to be in the comment section about, Garrett, we love the patina and it's the age and it's embracing the natural character of it. I love that for you. I'm not looking after it though. I'm not polishing it. I'm not cleaning it. I'm not doing all of that. I would much rather just get something that's lacquered or a satin brass that I don't have to do any of that with. It constantly looks fresh and it requires very little maintenance. Because it's just not for me, I don't have the time for it. Now, the next high maintenance home trend that is very in right now, I love and I actually have in my home, is the white sofa. It is high maintenance, however, because if you use your sofa, if you are a person that likes lounging on it and you're gonna be on it, it will get dirty. So I always recommend getting a performance fabric, having that scheduled person come out that is going to clean the sofa regularly for you. That way it always stays looking fresh. Also, consider getting a slip-covered sofa. That way you can take it off, throw it in the washer, iron it, and put it back on, and it's gonna look like the day it came out of the showroom, and I love that for you. If you have a home where you have got the kids, you've got the dogs, you've got everybody on the sofa, you're gonna eat and have snacks on it, a white sofa might not be for you. I have a white sofa in my studio. It's boucle, it's luxurious, it's gorgeous, and I'm feeling myself just sitting on it, but I went for white in this room because it's not a space I hang out in. It's somewhere I work, it's somewhere I film, so I'm not lounging around all day long on this sofa. A lot of you ask, how do you keep your sofa looking great and white and clean with dogs? They don't want to hang out in here. They don't want to be put to work. Speaking of which, let's go get everyone's favorite video sponsor, Cornelius. Cornelius! Oh, so this is what you're doing? This is what you're doing? Yes, I know. Yes, I know. You want your ears rubbed? Oh, yes. You like having your little butt rubbed? Oh, yes, I know. What do you want to say to everyone? Oh, yes, there you go. That's very cute. Oh, are you saying hello to everyone? That's sweet. Oh, yes, that was cute. Okay, we'll see you later, buddy. We got to get back to the video. Now, the next high maintenance home trend that I am just not prepared for, but a lot of people have and we will address, is the open concept. I've shared that I really love modified open concept spaces because they are just a little bit divided. There's a little bit more separation between them. They feel more natural than the one big open room. I actually did a video all about how to decorate your open concept space. I will link that in the description box down below for you because it has a lot of helpful tips to create a cohesive feeling in that open concept space, which is one of the most difficult, and the biggest reasons it's an impractical design there is. It is not easy to create an open concept space that does not feel like a big room with a lot of furniture in it. And when you have a dining area and a living area and a foyer and a kitchen all in one space, it can feel disjointed. It can feel like, oh, but that's not really a different room, but the furniture feels different, and you kind of fall into that trap of, it's easy to get a matching set, so maybe I should just do that. Which is why the modified open concept is becoming so popular. I do love open concept, and it's not going anywhere because millions of people around the world, I guess maybe billions of people, have open concept spaces that are really great. And I really love that video. You should definitely check out because it will help you to get there, to decorate them and make them look gorgeous. But the open concept space isn't always the most practical, especially not when you can see the kitchen sink from the front door. I don't need the mailman peeping in on my dirty dishes, honey, and you know that's for sure. The next high maintenance home trend that is a little bit impractical is actually the black furniture and countertops, which I love, but I also hate because you are going to see every speck of dust that lands on that. Dust happens, okay? Everybody has it in their home. I try and look after my home. I try and clean it up as much as possible. I'm a very allergy-prone person, so I look after it very, very much. But not everybody is prepared to wipe down every surface every day. I'm not, so I don't have black countertops or black furniture because it shows every little bit of dust. And I can't stand that, and I know you can't either. Black countertops, black furniture is very, very popular and in right now. If you are looking for that, if you really like it, consider a matte or a flat option if available, because it will hide a little bit of that dust. Maybe you won't have to clean it every single day. Maybe you'll clean it every other day, and that's fantastic. But black inherently shows dust. If you have black floors, if you have black tile, you are going to see it. It'll show water spots, all of that. Be prepared to take care of that if you are going to invest in a black countertop, a black piece of furniture. I like a black accent in a space, like a door, a piece of trim, artwork, or something on a wall, because it does not get dust on a vertical surface the same way it will on a horizontal one. And that's just true. It's not going anywhere. If you have a black velvet sofa, it will show dust on it, just like my sapphire blue chairs do. But I look after them, I clean them, and I have to vacuum them regularly to make sure they always look fresh and dust-free. Something worth considering because it can be very high maintenance, very impractical to have black furniture, black countertops, even just black upholstered pieces in your home because they show every bit of dust. Now, the next high maintenance or impractical home trend are the basket lights. I love these because they bring so much gorgeous texture, a warmth to a space, a natural element that I think is beautiful, but they get dust on them. That happens to light fixtures, happens to the ones in my home and everyone else's. But these are not easy to wipe clean. They're baskets. They have a texture that grips onto that. So you kind of have to like vacuum them or blow them off. If you're blowing them off, you're just putting the dust back into the air. And if you vacuum them and it's a light fixture, you might have to get on a ladder, a piece of furniture to vacuum it. And that's kind of a little bit too dangerous for me. Like I said, I love the look of these and they throw light in an interesting way. They add a certain amount of warmth, but be prepared to clean them. So if I was going to have a basket light in my home, which I'm not going to, but if I was, I would have one of them or maybe two of them in an area or a place that's convenient for maintaining them and taking care of them. In a space I don't use a lot that is relatively dust-free, that way I don't have to dust them quite as often. You know, I'm a lover of crystal chandeliers. They have to be cleaned all of the time, and it's worth it for me because they're a smooth surface. I can put on a set of gloves, I can get a little rag with some cleaning spray on it and just rub the crystals, and they come perfectly polished and clean. It's something I have to do maybe every 6 months, and that's okay for me, but I would not be looking after a basket in that same way because I feel like it's just too high maintenance for me and doesn't work with my style. If it works with yours, be prepared to look after it and clean it, so maybe only opt for the one basket light. That way it has a little bit more of an impact and a statement in your home, but you also don't have the maintenance of having to clean them everywhere. Well, there you have it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to share with me in the comments section down below because I want to hear from you. What is one impractical home trend that you have seen that everyone loves and you're like, huh, you can have fun dusting it because I am not the one? Share with me and be sure you are subscribed to the channel and you give this video a like. It really helps the channel out a lot and it helps us to keep producing more content. I also know that you know someone that they think their house is bougie and beautiful, but every time you go over, everything's covered in dust, and you don't want to be the one to tell them, but I will, because they have all of these impractical home trends. Share this video with them, because friends help friends, and I will see you in the next one.